Today we're talking about bear defense, which is the best gun to take into the Washington forest. Welcome back, I'm Rooster and this is Rooster's Reviews. Today we're talking about what's the best pistol for bear defense. My two considerations are the .357 Magnum and the .45 ACP. I live in Colorado here and I have a CCW, and when I go out into the woods, typically I'll have my .357 on a drop leg holster and I'll carry my everyday carry 9mm as backup. So normally I'm pretty protected against any bears, mountain lions, or moose that may try to do me harm. Forest there, and my wife's into Bigfoot, so we're going to be doing some Bigfoot hunting during the day and possibly during the night as well. Washington State is not reciprocal with the state of Colorado, so I won't be carrying my backup 9mm as usual. I'll only be able to carry one firearm in the woods. The choices for me are between my Ruger GP100 .357 Magnum or my Kimber 1911 Custom 245 ACP. Now, I have buffalo bore ammo for both of those. The .357 Magnum cartridge is a little bit longer, and the .45 ACP cartridge is a little bit bigger. The grain on the bullet is a little higher on the .45 ACP. The .357 Magnum is going to penetrate maybe a little bit more than the .45, but the .45 has a little bit more knockdown power due to the weight of its bullet. I have a drop leg holster for both of the weapons and a hip holster for both of the weapons. Now, which one would you carry? Please comment below and let me know what you think now, and then comment again at the end of the video and let me know if you've changed your mind after I've gone through the pros and cons for both weapons. Now, the pros and cons for the GP100. The GP100 is a great firearm. It's rock solid. It will shoot every time you squeeze the trigger. It's double action, which means you can pull the hammer back first and shoot, or you can just squeeze the trigger with a little bit more tension and it will shoot that way as well. Very, very accurate weapon. The drawback to the GP100 is it only carries 6 rounds in the cylinder. Now, typically that would be enough if I had my backup weapon, my 9mm in my hip. It really wouldn't bother me too much only having the 6 rounds. But like I said, we're going to Washington State and I can't have that backup weapon, so I can only carry one. The GP100 has blacked out sights. It has an adjustable rear sight. It also has the tactical grip on it, so it's very comfortable. Now, my other choice that I may take with me would be my Kimber 1911 Custom 2. The pros of this weapon would be the fact that it carries 7 rounds in the magazine and 1 in the chamber, so automatically it's got 2 rounds more than the .357 Magnum does. I can also carry an extra magazine in my pocket and reload if necessary if something's trying to do me harm. Let's face it, if I get attacked by a bear or a mountain lion or something of that nature, I'm going to be pretty damn nervous and I might not be shooting as accurately as I normally would. I do have a speed loader for the GP100, but it's not as easy as just slamming another magazine into a 1911. The 1911 does have painted sights, so at nighttime it would be a little bit easier to see. With just a little bit of moonlight I can get on target with it. So I would say advantage for that probably goes to the 1911. The extra rounds and the ability to swap magazines quickly, I think it gives the 1911 a huge advantage over the .357 when it comes to bear defense in that case. As far as carryability of the weapons, both weapons weigh pretty close to the same. I would say maybe even the .357 Magnum might weigh just a hair more. The size of the weapons are pretty close to identical. So carryability on the hip is going to be relatively similar with both. Maybe the barrel length on the 357 would make it a little bit more difficult on the hip, but as long as I carry with the drop leg holster, I think either one of them would be just about the same as far as carryability goes. I do have a drop leg holster for both of the weapons. I highly recommend these if you're going to be doing a lot of moving out in the woods, walking, riding an ATV or whatever, because it puts the gun on your leg instead of on your hip. And it makes movement a whole lot easier to get around and not have to worry about the weapon. I think I've made my choice. I think I'm going to go ahead and take the Kimber 1911 Custom 2 with me. I just think overall it would be the better weapon and a better choice for protection against bears, moose, mountain lions, whatever, may try to do harm to me and the wife. If you disagree with me, please comment below and let me know. I would really like to know what weapon you would probably take to the woods with you. And if it's not one of the ones I own here, let me know what you would take. Let me know what you may think about taking a 9mm with you into the woods. If you like the video, please click like. We appreciate your support. And if you want to see future videos from Roosters Rustles about guns and technology and gadgets and things of that nature, please click subscribe below and the bell button so you don't miss any future videos. That's all we have for you today on this video. I appreciate you watching it. Thank you very much. And until next time, I'm Rooster, and this is Rooster's Reviews.